Okay, so with the 7 principles, what we can do is hit 3 very, very different chips very, very easily. So we like to call them a pop shot, which pops up in the air, has very little run. We like to call it our performance chip, which is the standard chip, the one you want to hit that you will hold more with. And as you've seen there, we want to hit one that runs out a bit more. We call it our power chip because it goes in a bit faster and releases a lot more. So let's go through the power chip first of all. And again, the 7 principles make up how the shot is played. And to change what the ball does, we like to use a bit of club face manipulation. And that's what we're going to do here. So if I get set up ready for the shot, again, I feel like I'm here. So you can see pressure, you can see the tilt, you can see the hands. So, and having the hands here with the ball back, you can see I've changed the angle of the club face. So what this does 2 things. A, it's going to change the loft. B, it changes the angle of attack. So we're caught behind the collar or something like that, and you need this to be a perfect position. We'll have a go hitting it from there. Where you'd use this shot is if I go there, it's a bit high, the club could get stuck. So set myself up, we're leaning over, put it into position. Now from here, we're still going to rotate forwards, and as I go back, you can see this time the club face stays nice and close, and it's higher than what it normally would be because the ball's further back. Therefore, it's going to come down over the top, miss all this grass out the way, strike the ball, but because of how we're hitting it, it'll come out a bit flatter, but certainly with a bit more run. So let's have a go. So set it up. This is what we sort of call a power chip. Get it into there. Watch this, nice and easy, back through. You see, I've hit it out low, and I've squirted it out, and the ball's come out and still rolled up near to the hole, and you heard the click of the strike. So even with a collar, I'm able to come over the top, create a steeper angle of attack which gets away from the issue of the grass. We get the strike and it's more powerful, so we adjust our landing zone and then it runs up towards the hole. Let's have a go at a standard or a performance chip next. Okay, so let's talk about the performance chip, is what I call it. Some people call it standard chip. As you can see there, we struck it in quite nicely. Ball goes in, checks, releases towards the hole. So I'm always a fan of getting the ball to land and work towards the hole. If it works towards the hole, in my eyes, you've got more chance of holding it rather than trying to spin it and stop it the whole time. So I would always pick that one over trying to stop the ball. And again, it all comes back to these 7 principles. Come in, so you can see that was the pop, that was the running, this is the standard. I'm in here, that position there. I've got my pressure, I've got my tilt, I've got my hands. As I go back, I maintain everything here. If I'm too narrow, I find it off balance. So I like to have a little bit of a width in the stance. I'm here, I can set this position, wait for the club to finish and just rotate. And as I rotate, it clips the ball, which sometimes might get the feeling of being a little bit clean, but that's where we get the spin from. The club coming in, clip it nice and shallow, going in, and we can chase it towards the hole. So let's see what we can do again here. So I'm setting the position, I'm up. All I have to do now is pivot, nice good set, strike. There we go, you can see that on there. That on there's checked a bit more, and it's stopped. But still not a million miles away. Let's see if we can do it a bit better than that. Got a bit too much spin on that one. Set it over to here, back, through. That's nice. Watch this just run up towards the hole. There we go. That's what we call performance chip. Okay, so let's go through a pop shot. So as you can see here, we've got a big slope. The green slopes down from here. If I hit it here, it's going to kick. We need to land it somewhere up there, but we need to take a lot of energy out of the shot. And we've got a tight lie. So as you can see, that there's no room for error here. So to hit the pop shot, we've got to get the club as thin as possible so we can strike it. I always believe that we're still trying to strike the ball regardless of the shot you're going to hit. Yes, I'm not saying the bounce may hit the ground, may not, but I always like to feel like I strike it. So let's go through setup. So set up here. This time the ball's forwards, but I still lean. So if I do it this way, so you can see, if I'm hitting a pop shot, see I'm still leaning. None of this leaning back stuff. We're still leaning into the shot. I've got the club as flat as I can get it. Some people like to go up. I like to have it in a nice position here because I can still strike it from that spot. And what I'm trying to do is strike the bottom of the ball forwards and just trust the fact that everything else I've done will work. So from there, as I go back, I still pivot on the left, but I'm setting it here. So as you can see this time, the face is open. So once I've set that, I use my body to bring it back through, and you can see the angle of the club face, which has added the loft. That's what's going to pop it up and reduce the run. We don't want to get too quick with this shot. So I'm leaning here. Let's just go back there. So I've set myself up, a lot of weight over. Let's just have a go, nice and easy, back, through. You can see I've just popped it. Now that just caught the slope, but you saw how delicately that was hit. Let's have another go. So pop it on the lie there. Again, I'm still leaning into it. The 7 principles are all the same. I've still got it. The difference is the ball's forwards. Again, as I go back, let's see if I can strike this ball forwards, back, through, nicked it, and there you go. I've hit it with so much spin, the ball's just landed and hardly run. Now, pop shot, as you saw, doesn't mean it flies really high. The pop means you pop it there and taking run out of it by creating spin, by essence, by striking the ball forwards, it goes up the grooves, and that's where we generate the spin. But the 7 principles are all the same. The difference between the pop and the running is set up there and set up here, and then how we manipulate the club face going back in our set position to then use the body to strike it.